Hello everybody, my name is Tenshi and well, welcome to just a day of rambling. Yeah, I know, this is a pretty boring kind of vid, but at least you gotta discuss or know about some things that, don't know, might interest you. Something philosophical, something that can go far into deep spaces of your imagination, or maybe could inspire you in any ways possible. Because, I don't know, I might have something that could interest you in all of those ramblings. So, what would be the subject for today? Today we could have a subject about what has been what has been happening recently. Like, do you like staying at home, doing home stuff, or do you prefer just going outside, talking to a lot of people because you just appreciate being like that? And I can understand that. It's being like you're an extrovert and you just like going outside talking to people, and they're just like, hey man, you're a bit annoying. Yeah, that's what that exactly happens when you talk to an introvert too much. Just kinda like me. But how to enjoy your days if you're at home and you don't know what to do? It only depends on what you want to do, or what you dream to do, or whatever you wished you could do. I don't know. Have you ever thought of something that you wanted to do so dearly, and then, well, you always say, I do not have the time for that. Or, well, you need to think a lot for this. But when you're at home and it's the confinement, you can pretty much do anything you want. And that includes just like what I do. When I'm bored, I either try to do something I like playing video game, or try every way possible to create something, like a drawing, a video, music, anything. You should try to come up with something too. Maybe, I don't know, sometime you'll be paid for what you do. Sometime you'll even be loving what you're trying to do. I don't know. You can try to maybe do animations, or try to do some drawings. Anything can be possible. And since you have at least a phone or a computer to listening to whatever I'm saying right now, it probably means that you have the possibility to do those. I know, I know. When you think of drawing, you're probably gonna think like, wait, you mean I could do something with paint? And no, you gotta do things like a professional. Firstly, if you want to draw like a professional, you should at least try to use GIMP. It's a nice software. It's very good for maybe beginners or something like that, and that's what I am going for. But also, if you're interested into making some 3D models into a video games, Minecraft is your best bet. Okay, I'm just saying example that I'm using right now, but hey, at least it's better than nothing. I could at least try to tell you about some other games or other software that could help you out to make video games, like Unity. If you're interested in making video games, that's the perfect starter. And if you want to have some tutorials on it, well, remember on what you're looking this video on. You are on YouTube. You can pretty much search everything you want to. And so, that means you can go out, search into YouTube, hey, YouTube, how do I make video games in Unity? They're just gonna tell you about on and on and on how much coding you're gonna need to do and all the tests you're gonna do. If you are patient, and that is the key to be creating anything you want, then it's gonna make you the best at creating whatever you want. To be the best creator, you have at least to need those two qualities. Those qualities are be patient and be like a perfectionist. You want everything to be perfect. Every time you look at it, you're like, it lacks some things. And that's just what I'm going for and what you should be going for if you create something. And that's why I tell you this, so that when you want to make a video, when you want to make something, at least create something. well, you gotta put your heart into it. That's just how it works. And if you don't like creating anything because you're not patient enough, then start an activity like doing sports or, I don't know, playing with your friends or playing with yourself or even thinking about whatever is in life. You know, an introvert has a kind of different way of thinking as an extrovert. There's some introvert that are actually taking all of their free time to think about everything in life. Like what I am doing right now, basically talking to you about whatever has been happening into my life. So, if you're interested into whatever you want to do in your free time, you could be listening to me, you could be watching some videos about other YouTubers playing video games, or anything like that. Although, I must say, if you do something that is not helpful to you, like watching a video about a game that you already saw, it's not gonna help you too much except give you a laugh out for like, what, 5 minutes? Okay, then that means I'm criticizing all those YouTubers, but no, I'm not doing that. You could be watching any YouTubers you want, you can be doing with any YouTubers you want, how many you want. It only depends on you. Frankly, I just think that using your time on something that everybody has already done or something you don't really like or are interested in, like telling me to watch Fortnite even though I'm not a fan, well, just don't go into it. You might talk about this sometime with your friend, but just don't go look for it. I know it's a basic law of yourself you should understand, and you probably already do, but if you're almost as confused as me, this is one rule you should respect. Also, there's some things happening inside of you when you are bored, and that thing is frustration. You're kind of reminding yourself that you're actually not doing anything. So you want to interact with people, try to, trigger something. Like, it would make something appear or something happening. But it's not possible when you're stuck at home. So what should you do? You should think. Firstly, thinking will make your brains having an activity. And then, when you find your activity, you'll be doing this. Like, imagine if you had to throw out some, I don't know, some dumpster, clean up the dishes, or even pass a bit of the, or just even having to take time to clean up everything in your room, well, then do it. There's nothing telling you not to do it except yourself. You'll just basically, nah, I won't do it. I don't really have a reason for it, but just won't do it. You know, in life, you can't just tell yourself, I won't do something just because I don't want to. You have to at least have a good reason behind it. Because if you don't, then that means you're gonna be refusing a lots of good thing in life. Like imagine if there is a cute girlfriend in front of you. She's gonna ask you for a date. And you're just like, sorry, it's just not part of my schedules. What a missed opportunity, right? So that's right. You should think to yourself. And never give up. Always think ahead. Like, if you're thinking that you're just not enough or that you don't have the time, then just think about it. What is more important? Put your priorities straight. Is going after a girl that is completely cute and you can only have it for once? Or doing a regular schedule like going into work and doing some pitiful thing that would just get you money for the end of the month? Well, I'll choose the first option. Cause, well, it might be a great opportunity to get someone to know me. And at least I will have a romantic interaction. Because some people just lack some affections. You might be lacking some. So that's why it's better to get your priorities straight. And like I said, when you're at home and you don't know what to do, try to throw out some activities out yourself. Like have you ever tried drawing? If you don't like drawing, have you ever tried coding? If you don't like coding, have you ever tried virtual drawing? And if you're like anything but drawing, please, I'll just tell you then, why don't you try to create a story in yourself and write it on a paper? Or why have you even tried to sing a tune that doesn't exist? I do that all the time. Like see, you should try to at least create something, even if it's not good or amazing, you should at least try to do something. Always try some new things. Even though it's not always your center of interest, you could always, explore. Like, explore the deepest part of your imagination. I know some people just prefer to be doing what they like every day, or there's some people who just are completely blank. I don't really get them. Those people who just like to help but don't actually do anything for themselves. It feels like they're blank. Because, well, they do sustain their life pretty well. They have a pretty, basic life, like a basic work, normal personality, nothing shines about them, and they're always silent. I don't always get those people, but I guess it's their own life. It's just a waste that they aren't really doing anything. They're, they're certainly helping, but it's like, well, it's like they don't even have a way to be personified. You know, they don't really have something that makes them, well, and identifiable, except for the fact that they're blank. I know it sounds like I'm actually thrashing on somebody, but it's not. It's just I don't understand. It, it is true that some people like to be like this, but well, in the end, you'll just be like everybody else, and it sucks. I'm not actually pitying you. I'm just saying maybe do something that could make everyone notice you, like that makes you feel a bit higher sometimes, like winning in a bet or saying you're doing actually something cool or I don't know, having some kind of representation. Anything that could make you remarkable. That's how you personify somebody. Well, sorry for my bad English, but you need a way to make yourself identifiable. I can't really say that word, god dang it. You need to make a way to make yourself easily recognizable. That's what I was looking for. So, if you're just so quiet as those persons are, you're just gonna be forgettable. And that's really not something you would like, wouldn't you? Unless you're someone who is really depressed, in that case, I will tell you whatever is your problem, whatever is your thinking, don't ever go down. Don't ever let out everything you have, even if it is bad. Just think about it and say to yourself, I might be able to pass it, or I'm surely able to pass it. There might be an exit for me, and I should take this exit at any opportunities. You shouldn't think about it. Is your problem caused by anyone you like? Is your problem is financial? Is your problem is familial? Or is your problem is just because you don't have enough affection? I would tell you, if you want some affection, you could replace it with other things. Certainly they might not be real, but they work as well. Or you might try to get it with your friends. Or if you're the mentality like, my friends are not really my girlfriend, well, you can have the mentality of, I don't need a girlfriend for now, and I probably have one when she's gonna be the right one. And if you cannot work with that mentality at best, the only thing I can propose you is Maybe latch on into having some phantasms? Because by downing yourself just because you don't have enough affection, it's just gonna kill you slowly. You don't have to be killed by that. You're stronger than this. I know you are. Because you have been standing there without your girlfriends for so long. You didn't have one, so why should you need one right now? And if you need one because there's a problem you cannot resolve just because you don't have enough affection, then solve that problem. Your girlfriend is nowhere to be helping you, because even if she was, she couldn't do much. She wouldn't do much. Because when the problem is at your side, you need to get rid of it. You don't have to pin someone at your closest side to be with you suffering. That doesn't mean you need to be suffering alone. That just means when there's a problem that you can get rid of, then get rid of already, instead of just sharing the pain. Because, well, although it is a great move, it's also a dirty move. You're basically putting your problems into somebody else. And, you know, when you are an introvert, doing that is not really good, or when you are anyone and you don't want to make everyone messed up, this is a bad way to do. So, what I can actually advise you to do is find a way to get rid of the problems. And if you can't, ask for help. Then you can share with everybody. Because when the problem is impossible to solve, your only options are either you die, either you ask for help. And believe me, help is everywhere. So get into believing in yourself, and also ask other people that you like or may not even know to help you. Anyone can help, except for robbers and okay, I'm just rambling about that. There's not always robbers. Most people you will find everywhere, working in an environment and anywhere, they're probably gonna help you. So stay positive and don't even sink down. Don't ever lay down. Nah, I'm kidding. Just don't let go. Stay up and think straight. That's how it works. So, we were talking about being positive and doing some work at home because of the confinement. Well, if you're not feeling like you want to do something, you can always try to be zen by listening to ASMR or just laying down your bed and watching or even thinking about things. Or even if you don't want to have any kind of activities, well, I don't have much to say about that. I'm not used to be doing nothing. That's just not how it works. When you want to live in your life and do some actual things to leave your mark, like they said, you should at least try to do something. Because not doing anything, it's just like a waste of time. You're literally taking your time to be doing nothing. I know it might sound pitiful, and you might think to yourself, "Jeez, so that means all of those time I haven't been done anything, I've been wasting my time?" Clearly, you have not really understood my saying. What I'm saying is, yes, you're doing nothing, but there's also one thing that you should consider. Not doing anything is useful in one way, because it helps you reflect on life, and it also makes you take a break. If you take a break, you'll be fine in doing whatever you want after that. Certainly, after works, you surely want to take a break. Then you won't be doing anything at all. And most of the time when you take a break, you're like, damn, I'm bored. But listen to me on this one. When you take a break, you better do nothing. Because if you're working too much on your brain, it's gonna be real tired real easily. And you're gonna be asking yourself, oh jeez, why didn't I take a real break out there? So, think to yourself and take real breaks. Like Laying down and doing nothing sometimes might be good. Also, sleeps, damn you. Even I can tell myself, sleep is for the weak! Thanks, Jacksepticeyes. But it's something that I've been told myself for very long, well, before I've heard that from his mouth. And although it is, well, arguably true that sleeping is for the weaks, it's not true at all. Because if you don't sleep, you're gonna be end up weak. And that's completely ridiculous. I've been experiencing a lot of lack of sleeping, and let me tell you, it sucks. It really sucks when you lack sleeping. You'll feel like so numb you won't be able to do anything you could before. You wouldn't even be able to stand up sometime. Sometime you just will be thinking like not straight. You will be having some delusion sometimes. And some other times, yeah, I'm saying sometimes a lot, well, you're just gonna be, fainting. And that's not cool. Oh no, I just fainted. I cannot wake up. What a sad end for you. So, stop trying to refusing the sleeping. It's good for you. For your body at least. Even if you think it's making you waste time, then use all the time you have that are free to be doing something. At least you won't be thinking to yourself that I haven't done anything in those times. Also, stop watching some useless or pointless things. Like, if you know that something is really dumb, like the Grubhub video ad, then don't watch it. Or, if you are having so much ads on YouTube, do you know why people try to skip those ads? Because they're a time waster. Sometimes the ads don't really interest you at all. Or most of the time, you're the kind of person who is not interested in anything at all other than what you want to look at. So, when those ads pop up, it's just a huge waste of time. 30 seconds and 50 seconds is a lot of time you lost. You could be telling me, wow, you're just exaggerating things, and I would tell you, no, I'm not. There's a lot of things I could have been doing in those 30 seconds. I could have put my drawings into more cleaned up position. I could have maybe cleaned up my room. I could have maybe moved a lot of things inside of my room. I could have maybe, I don't know, throw some damn dumpster in 50 seconds, kilometers in hand. How? Because I like to be real fast. So, wasting 50 seconds and not doing anything but just watch my damn phone just because I wanted to, I don't know, watch a stupid clip of someone saying, it's so funny. Well, it ain't gonna be funny anymore. You know what I hate the most? It's when I'm actually having a super serious moment. Like I'm having a lot of fun dancing in my room with some music, and then suddenly an ad pop-ups with something completely controversial, and then change the ambience. I begin to be so pissed. It's like I would want to throw my phone on the wall and hope it explodes. Normally, nobody wants their phone to be broken down, but when an ad pop-ups like this and you cannot really skip it, because, well, it ain't fun if you can't skip it. Or even sometimes if it's a double ad, lol. Well, you just want your phone to be freaking shut the freaking hell up so you could at least have some free time. So that's why I think it's better if you could find a way to take those apps up. I know it's not revenue for the YouTubers if you do that. But, there's some things, if you had ad on it, you're just gonna be ending up pissed off. It's like, I don't know. Imagine a situation where you're waiting. Imagine if you're in a Zen environment and then someone came out at you and say, hey, have you heard about this thing that costs like $50 and you could be doing something really cool? All I just want them is to freaking shut up. I'm in my moment. Please stop ruining my moment. That just happens like that. So, yeah, you better be off into thinking real hard about life if you want to know what to do every day. That's just how it works for me too. So, if you're bored at home, the thing you can do is think, be smart, and think ahead of what you want to do. Plan ahead. Like, be ambitious. Have your ambition. Give yourself some objectives. Like if you're playing Minecraft. Or if you're playing Minecraft, tell yourself, what if I record my videos so I can maybe try to be popular and get some revenues out of it? But I at least need to have some way to be original, because I don't want to look like anybody else. That's how it works for me. Today, I might not be able to publish videos every day, but I at least try to come up with some good content, instead of doing some regular old play like everybody would do. I know, my first videos looks like they're a complete rip-off of others' first videos. But hey, that's just how it works when you're new. It's called being a noob. And also, those weren't my first videos. My first videos were actually gameplay of 5 seconds gameplay of me trying to do the backward long jump inside of Mario 64. You know, that endless staircase. It was kind of funny. It was like Yahoo, 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 and then I failed. Good times. However, it just took an entire year before I could change some content. No, it wasn't a year. It was like 3 years. After 3 years, I was like, I should at least try to come up with something real cool, like, I don't know, having some adventure with someone I like Alfina. That little lady, I tell ya, she's nice. You should at least try to get a partner. I know I'm not supposed to be able to commercialize anything out of Alfina because she is coming from a mod I didn't make myself. But hear me out. One day I'll be able to make my mods because the world would learn with YouTubes. One day I'll be able to make my mods. I will be able to make Alfina whole. And that day would be awesome. But for that, we need time. And time is everything. Time is lacking. So keep your eyes on your watch. And think ahead of time. Plan before it happens. Because one day, you'll be thinking of yourself, geez, I could have done something at that time. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Be sure to leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment to tell me what you want to tell about all of those things I just told you. Subscribe if you want more content. Well, if you want me to leave out more content. Well, and truthfully, if you subscribe, you're just gonna know when I'm gonna pull up some new videos, so it could be an advantage to you. And I know it's gonna be a lot of annoyance for you if you're at school or something like that, but click on the little bell if you want to have some notification on new videos incoming. You'll be just right up notified when the video is out. However, it might be very, very dumb to leave your phone in sound mode when you're in class, and I just pull out a video in that time, so your classes be looking at you like, what the fuck? Why is it that noise coming up? So yeah, be careful on that. So, if you enjoyed this video, just do what I just told you to do. Whatever, I'm out. Thanks for listening. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.